Hi everyone, welcome to the third episode of me teaching you how to speedrun Beton. Last episode I taught you how to do 100 to 200 meters, and now I'm gonna teach you how to do 200 to 300 meters, which it starts to get a little difficult. You know, it's where the run starts to get a little spicy. There's some harder tricks. But I'm sure you'll be able to do it properly. Once you train a little bit, it's gonna be not too bad, I promise. So, reminder from the end of 100 to 200 meters, you jump on the lamp here, and you get on this, because you'll want to get on this ladder here. And then here you just continue going, and here you will want to jump on this ledge here. You run across here, you'll encounter this, you will have to neo around it, and here you'll walk to the end, and you can see here there's the edge of a block right here. You want to jump on it because there's a ladder, and here you can just hold spacebar, because if you hold spacebar you get to the top of this ladder. So there's two ways you can do this. The first way is just do it blindly, which I don't know how to do still. I still don't know how to do. But the other way I recommend doing it, you can, if you're really not confident, you can go here, you stay here, you scout, oh, not quite there, oops, I'm in practice. You scout, oh, okay, it's here, bam, and then you just go. Or if you're kind of confident and just don't want to lose time, but you're still quite know where it is, it's really hard to see when you're on, like, when you're right here, but if you jump you'll start to be able to see it properly. So you can jump, line it up, and just jump up. Yeah, so that's it for this part, because you'll go here, walk on the edge of the fence here, and you jump on here. If you fall down here, that's fine. Just take this ladder, this, and then you're where you would normally land if you had done this properly. Just right here. Here you want to turn around, get on this ladder, get here, So I did bam, bam, bam. And then you want to jump on the side here, up on this ladder, turn around, up on this ladder, up here, get to the top here, and jump here. You can also jump here, but I always forget to do that. But you can just get on this ladder, not the last one, turn around, get on this. So in one movement, it looks like this. Whoops, my bad. Whoops. Not really clean, but you can see like kind of what it looks like. And here, oof, this part, you have two choices. I'm gonna show the easiest path first, and I'm maybe gonna make a separate video. Or at the end I'm gonna come back to explain this part. No, I'm gonna show this in another video. I'm gonna show you the base way, which is not gonna lose you too much time. Doing the other way, which implies you're going here, saves about maybe 8 to 10 seconds roughly, maybe up to 12. But it is really hard, and this could be an entire video, I think, an entire shorter video where I explain this trick. So for now, I'm just gonna show you the easiest way, which is still very good. Once again, you get on top of this ladder, you jump here, and you jump down. You go here, and you want to go straight for this ladder. I think it's faster, I forgot. Yeah, it's faster to go around here. So you land here, you go here, you neo here, and you go here. You will want to go under this ladder. Be careful you're not on the wall or too far. You want to be just in the sweet spot, like right here, for instance. Maybe this is actually a little bit too close. Essentially, you want to make it seem like you're on the ladder, but you're not, because you can't reach it. And that's where what I asked you to do in the first episode gets relevant, the scroll jumping. What you will want to do is hold spacebar and start scrolling. And if you're lined up properly with the ladder, you will start climbing it, because what will happen is that you will jump from the scroll wheel, and like the frame after, or like 2 frames after, I'm not quite sure, you will jump from the spacebar again. And this is called a double jump. Some people call it a super jump, I call it a scroll jump, some people call it a double jump. There's not really any common name for tricks in this community, once again, or at least it's pretty rare. But you will essentially want to hold spacebar and start scrolling. It can take a while, and at the beginning, in episode 1, I told you the FPS matter. It's because the more FPS you have, it means the fastest you can scroll, and on more frames you can like get a jump in. So it's gonna take a while, and it's not your fault, it's just sort of RNG, but not really. And the more FPS you have, the more chances you have to get a double jump, so the easier it will be to get one. Something worth noting, I'm not going to explain how in this video, but it is allowed and even recommended by some people to use a macro that will spam the jump button for you instead of having to scroll. There's a very good reason of why this is allowed. I won't get into it in this video, but it's allowed. You can use one, and I'll maybe make a tutorial on how to set it up one day. You don't need it. I personally don't use any macro, and I still got a top 10 time. So you really don't need one. But if it's something that you're going to be more comfortable with, I recommend it. It's still pretty good. And even in places right here where it's not a skip, in some places it can still save time. Anyway, so you're up on here, you want to jump here, here, and then you can just continue the normal route. Go around, and that's where there's a pretty tough skip, to be honest. You will want, once you get up here, to run, turn right, and land on the corner of this, essentially land on this pad, but you'll like land on the corner here, and then you'll be able to go up to this part here. So essentially this looks like this. I might fail it because it can be inconsistent, because it's a little bit weird, but I'm gonna try it right now. I missed, okay, whoops. Maybe like this. There we go. The biggest risk doing this is either jumping too early and missing like what I did, or, and this is crazy, jumping too late. If you jump too late, if you have too much of a straight line, what can happen is that you'll sort of bump on this part of the wall, and then you won't have enough speed to make it up, and so you will just fall down. It's very weird. Like if I line myself up here and jump as late as I can, I almost didn't make it. See, like, it's so inconsistent. I don't know. Like, I found some ways personally to make it more consistent while I'm running, but for a lot of people it is inconsistent, and I have no clue what causes it. So once again, what I said in the last episode is still like very valid. Experiment. Like here, see, I didn't make it because maybe I didn't have enough distance. But essentially just here was perfect. I think I jumped too late. But experiment, see what works best for you. Personally, I think the reason I say if you have too much of a perfect line, you'll fail is because when I'm lining myself up right here, I fail. But when I jump like this and I do a little like turn in the middle of it, it means my line is not perfect, but I make it flawlessly. So maybe this is what causes it. Here I did not have enough distance, I jumped too early. But yeah, it's kind of a sweet spot. You don't want to have too much of a perfect line, but you don't want to have like a perfect line essentially. But maybe I'll get a hang of it. It's pretty good to have. If you don't want to do it, I'm not sure what's the best, to be honest, because I haven't ran this part in a while. But what you can do, it's a pretty hard jump, but you can do this. Whoops. Whoops. You can jump like very late here and land on this part, and then it's across here, and you land where you would normally land, around here. Because when you do the trick, you land right here, right. And once you land here, for the continuation of the run. You jump here, here, and you have two choices here once again. Either you jump here, here. Whoops, wait. Where do you jump again? I forgot because I never. Oh yeah, right. Sorry, I don't do this. I'm trying to teach you multiple routes, but since I do only one route, it's kind of hard. So you go here, onto this ladder here, across here, and then you do Neo on the ladder here, and then you can just go here. That's the first strategy. Technically, it's a little bit faster, and this is what I do. Once you're down here, you go here, here, and you jump directly here, and here you do a scroll jump up to the ladder, and then you go here. Once you're here, this is actually a planned shortcut in the game. You can see this is too high to jump, but you can see this thing goes into like a quarter of a circle. So what you will want to do is go on the wall, turn around, jump. Go on the wall, turn around, jump. Obviously, when you do it fast, it looks like this. And once you're at the top, you want to go on this ledge here and jump late into the water, and this will allow you to get up to the next floor. Something quite important here in the water, you may have noticed I got a little boost. When you're in the water, if you're against the wall and you scroll and you start jumping, you will get a boost. Like, no, what's the, huh? Oh right, I forgot my key to scout. So you'll get like on the wall and you'll just jump while you're going up, and as you can see, I get a little boost up, and this is pretty good. Then you can just go around here while sprinting. Once again, you can sprint in the water. Pretty important to know. You get up on the ledge here, and you can continue to run. So you get on this ladder, turn around this ladder, turn around this ladder, go here, then turn around this ladder, and here for a very big skip. It's essentially like unskippable if you want a good time. I think it's probably one of the biggest skips in the run. You go here, you jump, and you go around, and you latch onto these ladders. And by doing so, by getting here, you successfully skipped this entire part right here, which takes like a minute to complete while speedrunning. So it's very big. It can be a little tricky. It's not an easy jump at all, but it's really important. It's pretty good. And once you're up here, there's a very tough jump that I've only hit, I think, 3 or 4 times in a run ever, where you're on sort of the edge, but not really, like on the left part of the block. You line yourself up with this ladder here, and you jump very early. Very late, I mean, sorry. You jump very late. And if you jump very late and have a good enough line, you can latch onto this ladder and skip this bottom part, but it is super hard and it is absolutely not necessary. Even I think for world record it might be not necessary. Maybe now it is, because I think the new world record uses it. But even the previous world record, which was like 657, I think misses this jump because it's super hard. But otherwise you will just want to jump here and go straight for these ladder down there. Then you just climb up. You go here, here, and here you don't have to jump there. You can just, whoops, wait, what? I forgot how. Okay, never mind. You just go here, here on these ladders. All good. Like once again, my path, what it looks like. You get on these ladders, jump here, 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 and you're up. So you're gonna land here. You want to go down there. Down there, you get on these ladders. Here you can skip this one if you're confident. You just do this, boop. And here, you will want to go under this ladder, do a scroll jump up to it. Again, it's quite random, so it can take a while sometimes. It's kind of how it is. It kind of sucks. You'll want to jump here, 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 across here. Just go on here, on here, on here, and there you are. It's quite complicated. part of the run. I hope I've explained it well enough. I'm doing these one takes, like improvising, but hopefully it was enough. If you didn't do what I said in the first episode, which is to go and scout up to 300 meters, while you jump here you'll have a little freeze. You might have noticed, maybe not, that when I jumped I had a very tiny freeze. It's because I reached 300 meters. Well, not quite, but it counted. And it loaded the rest of the map. But since it was preloaded, it only lagged a tiny bit instead of a massive freeze, which can be devastating in this spot. Because either you jump around here, or you walk around here, and you go on this ladder, you freeze, and suddenly you're like down there, and it kind of blows. So yeah, just beware of this tiny freeze here, and yeah, you're up to 300 meters, congrats. Okay, so I'm gonna see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, again, I didn't say this in previous episodes, but you can leave them in the comments, and I'll just answer your questions. So yeah, see you in the next episode. Good luck on your runs.